Hello, hello. Heather Jean here. I'm so happy to be here. Another edition of Confidence with Coffee. I have no coffee today. I'm recording this in the evening, and I am trying to drink less caffeine in the evening, even though I metabolize it quickly, um, so that it doesn't interrupt my sleep. So I am really pleased to be sharing this week's podcast featuring the amazing Heather Jean. No, I am talking myself for 3 weeks. I wanted to do a series talking about confidence in personal life and what that means in relation to self-care and self-talk. Next week, I will be doing one in relation confidence in terms of work life. And the following week, I will be doing one in terms of what confidence in stage life means. And if you've been around Confidence Through Cabaret for a little while now, you'll know that we are all about personal life, work life, and stage life to create confidence and to build where you're strong. So I started off this podcast talking about that very thing, about where do you have confidence and where do you want to grow confidence. And it's really important to start from where you're strong. And for me, that is what you're already doing well. So figuring out what it is that makes you confident in your work life, and that it makes you feel like you can, tackle new things, like you are, know what you're doing, your space, and really unpick those strategies, almost reverse engineer them is the trendy thing to say now, and apply those, or the ones that you can, into your personal life. Now, I've been a career and confidence coach for over 25 years in my own business. As well as a training consultant. And before that, for a major international airline, I was head of training. So I am pretty used to the whole kind of like shifting or adjusting strategies, what works for you, and then shifting it into other areas of your career or your work life. Um, but this whole kind of idea around finding out where you're strong, and then if you want to grow confidence in your personal life, then you're going to need to figure out what it is that makes you stand tall and what it is that makes you want to share your message, because that passion is what is going to be almost the force behind you raising your voice to share your message, which of course is the third thing, is sharing your message. But we're talking personal life this week, and so it's really about igniting and connecting into your passion. And so on this week's podcast, which is just me by myself, we are talking about, some of the self-care strategies that are important around, kind of how you talk to yourself. And I posed the question, I'm not going to put the clip in here, but I posed the question about, the strategies that you're using. Are they ones that, how you talk to yourself, for example? Are they how you would want your loved ones to talk to themselves? Is what you're doing to raise your confidence or maintain your confidence a strategy that you would teach your loved ones? Now, sometimes it's yes and sometimes it's no. If the answer is no, then why are you doing that for yourself? You know, if you're trying to grow your business, or you're trying to grow a career, or you're just trying to get this courage to go out after COVID, if you're using strategies about how you talk to yourself or about how you look after yourself that you wouldn't even share with your loved ones, you should probably not be doing them at all. So we all have those things that we wouldn't share with others, that we wouldn't wish on our loved ones, but we do them anyway, and it makes no sense to do them. So we talk about that in this week's podcast. We also talk about that mind-body connection and really how important it is that we feel good in our own body. And it will probably go more into that again next week. But it is so important that we are showing up and owning unapologetically our space, shoulders back and down, head up, and ready to take to our stage, whatever your stage is. So go and check out the podcast. Is anywhere you get your podcast, search Confidence Through Cabaret, and it's this week's podcast with featuring Heather Jean. I haven't written the show notes yet, but it'll probably say something flippant like that. Or if you are right here on the YouTube channel, first of all, please like and subscribe, comment below. I love hearing from you and seeing your comments, and I always reply back. And then if you go over to the Vodcast playlist, you'll be able to see the video version that I've recorded this under. So then you can get involved that way. And all of the other socials are Confidence Through Cabaret, except for Twitter, which is at Heather YBYWYS, and Clubhouse is at Heather YBYWYS. And just before I tell you what those 6 little letters stand for, I will say to you that I always ask my podcast guests about if they were performing, what would they perform with, or how, what kind of performance would they do, what prop would they take, and their stage name. And I did do that for myself as well. I don't know what I'm going to do next week. Probably if I wasn't using me, what else would ignite my passion? But that stage name and that power and fierceness and unapologetic you it has a name. So go and check out the podcast, and then you can let me know your name as well, either in the comments here, get in touch on any of the socials, Confidence Through Cabaret. I'm Heather Jean as well on all of the socials. And then, as I say, Twitter is at YBYWYS and at Heather YBYWYS on Clubhouse. And the 6 little letters stand for it is your body, and it is your world, and it is your stage, and you deserve to take up space, and you deserve to own it. So take up that space and own it. I will see you next week. Go check out all of the other playlists. There's some really amazing guests with incredible things to share. And like and subscribe, please. And any comments, I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, I'll see you again. Bye for now.